pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and they colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers till my shit splits. You a little late to the party, baby, I been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business. Ooh, got the party jumping like crisscross. Ooh, got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Ooh, pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for piss stop. Ooh, got the party jumping like crisscross. Ooh, got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Ooh, pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my strong.
Hello everybody. Hello. बहुत टाइम बाद है भाई मैं गाइस. ऊपर को तू आया मुझे दुनिया में प्यारा. Everybody. Some crazy cipher setups. She alone killed 3 people. It's shit like boys. So your is also is there. Link your. If I don't buy a shield, I can buy this. यो डेडपूल में को उम्मीद थी नहीं तो आएगा कहाँ पे से डेडपूल तू कहाँ भी से है You can take Vandal from me. Extra. One female. एक का ही साउंड है मेरे को पता नहीं नहीं है एफ के नहीं है नियोन एफ के नहीं है मैं बेस देख के आया भाई नहीं थी नहीं अच्छा वो यार वॉक करके गया होगा फिर वो छोड़ के डोंट नो मेरी आवाज कम आ रही है क्या हेलो साउंड मेरी कम आ रही है गेम की कम आ रही है हेलो मेरी कम आ रही है गेम की कम आ रही है गेम साउंड में तो गेम साउंड होना तो चाहिए था अच्छा इसलिए नहीं है गेम साउंड आगे गेम साउंड है
Spike down B.
मेरे का तो सीन है मेरा माइक दूर था ले अब बिल्कुल मुंह के पास रख दिया मैंने तेरे लिए भूल ही गया भाई मैं तेरे से
120 close. Heal. Not low, chill. दोनों इधर यहाँ से
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
120.
Spike planted.
Where is everyone hiding?
I'll test that.
He's gonna come back to the left. Trust. Left.
अरे यार
What do we
I
learn by
whiff.
hiding ourselves? I need a gun.
क्लच होना चाहिए था वो भाई मैं तेजे मारा भाई। I'm actually lagging Deadpool.
That goes there.
Sabri, can you give me a gun for a second? I'll ult and I'll take that.
This goes here.
Give info where they're coming from.
Mid. Who did you hurt?
Low, low.
Don't pick
I
Ashley.
saw you in front of
Leave Ashley.
Sick.
Close left.
link है वो ये left link.
My ult ready. Enemy remaining.
Watching B.
वो तो भी anywhere.
Yeah, watching it. Spawn से भी आ सकता है, देख लो.
कैसे रे Deadpool? Long time no see bro. 3 दिन बाद कैसा लग रहा है आपको बात करके?
Might save.
30 seconds left.
Fight kill arena.
Oh, nice.
मैं कहता रहना क्या तेरा वीडियो देखा मेन्यू वाला अच्छा वीडियो था एडिट
So if you request, bro, I can buy you.
I need this. My thanks. Ah, this is a nice spot. Yes, this should do.
काफी ऐसा लग रहा है भाई काफी दिन बाद स्ट्रीम करने आ रहा हूँ
Not A. Not A.
Wait. Can you stop?
समझ रहा है क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ
Don't die.
No, care. Close.
One enemy remaining.
Yours also there, yours also.
Spike down
Camera
B.
taken out.
Oh, my God.
You are Now remember, wipe the prints from your guns. It's just good crime scene etiquette.
मजा चला गया किस चीज का मजा चला गया No one saw that I is a trust क्या मजा चला गया
This goes here.
गेम का
That goes there. Ah, this is a nice spot.
वो लग ही रहा था तो यही कहेगा
See?
मैं तेरे को बोलता रहा रैपो खेल
No.
यार तेरी
Blank split.
यारी
Who's next?
One guy is art side.
Penards.
Yeah, one art. Can you chill?
Arts.
Not planning for him. Not a piece check.
Last player standing.
Don't insult me.
Save my ass too.
Clutch.
अरे अभी गया 2 दिन बाद आ जाएगा शाबाश
Raina,
शाबाश।
jeez. Leave some
मेरे
for
को
the
तो
rest
टाइम
of
नहीं मिल
us.
रहा यार
Oh,
कॉलेज
don't.
ट्यूशन
I'm sorry.
फिर मेरी बाइक खराब हो गई थी फिर आज किसी ने बाइक तोड़ दी तो
Request. I so I can buy.
मुझे लोड लगे पड़े हैं थोड़ा
Go
बहुत
here. Ah,
खुश
this is
होता
a
हूँ
nice spot.
घर वाले देख लेते हैं तो वो कुछ ना कुछ कलेश कर देते हैं
That goes there.
One way or another.
Mid shot.
Sadness.
Mid top.
My camera is destroyed.
One mid top, two B. One unknown.
Why this cage trigger?
Hard flash. Nice one.
Time for a break. My thanks.
If you've never seen a match,
Haha.
this is what it looks like.
मैं तो मेन अकाउंट पे खेल नहीं रहा डेडपुल भाई, अल्ट अकाउंट पे खेल रहा हूँ भाई। इतने दिन से माइनस 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 लाल हुआ पड़ा था पूरा, अब जाके फिर से प्लस होने लगा है भाई। अब
This
जाके
goes here. This is a nice one.
ओके कि अब जाके प्लस होने लगा है। ये D10 RR से
This should do.
D2 लाया हूँ मैं अकाउंट वापस। ओमन का न्यू बग देखा? नहीं देखा। क्या है? ए पे साउंड है। याद मेरी आएगी। अरे लेफ्ट में उधर।
One enemy remaining.
मैं नहीं रहेगा, मैं
एक्सिंग आ रहा है ना, 2 शॉट देखा प्यारे प्यारे टक टक, ऐसा 3-4 मार देता क्लिप निकल जाता मेरा, फिर एक शॉर्ट वीडियो बनाता साइड पर का दोबारा। क्या है ओमन का न्यू बग? मैं नहीं देखा एक्चुअली।
I'm still hungry. Last round in the half.
Use everything you have. We lose it anyway.
Visite o Jardim dos Heróis, o Memorial da Espada e do Escudo, dedicado àquela que conteve a maré e que serviu de
ट्राई
I need this.
को बाय करते। बाय मी।
My thanks. Tripwire destroyed.
सेव मी। स्मोक में लेफ्ट लेफ्ट टेस्टर।
कौन है क्या?
इधर पुश कर सही हो।
Spike planted.
मैं ट्राई किया है, वर्क कर रहा है। यही पर्ल पे, ए साइड पे, स्काई पे टीपी हो रहा है। ओ
आने दो उसको, आने दे। लो
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spotted A.
My bad.
Blocking sight.
You will expect them to work.
Reloading.
Switching sides.
Don't worry. Don't think it, eh?
रोक लिंक देता देखा? तो टूर्नामेंट वगैरह देख रहे वैसे FNC और वो सारा?
No. That goes there.
कहाँ जा रहे हो?
This goes here.
Let's go B.
बाय बाय।
साइफर मिड आ जा। डेड।
यप चेक।
Mostly
रुक एक बार
A
इस
stack
राउंड
ही
के बात
खेलेगा,
करता हूँ,
तो
मैं पे आया नहीं है।
मिड देख लेना। नियॉन नहीं तो यूरो आएगा।
ठीक है। मैं पे नहीं आया।
What the fuck?
अच्छा रुक। डबल टिक हो गया है तेरे उस पे, मेरे उस पे।
3
Go. Start there.
Come, Astra.
भाग के जा साइफर। 3 है अभी। इधर होल्ड कर ले चाहिए था। कनेक्टर में कुछ नहीं। दिखेगा तो उधर से। स्पॉन्सर है।
Our spike carrier is killed.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
मेरा साउंड निकल जाता है। मेरे को नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आ रहा है इसका।
Don't worry, you get saving.
क्रेजी ओमन गॉड फॉलो आयान मिश्रा। नो यार ये वाला सीन खराब है यार, आईडी शेयर करता है ये।
आ जाओ सेव कर लो, ये आ जाओ। एक पुश करेगा इधर, उसका गन लेके जाते से। और तेरे पे एक स्टार है क्या? अगर रहेगा तो उधर कर देना।
ओह क्रेजी है भाई ये तो। ये तो ट्राई किया।
तो आ जाओ।
अरे
आ जाओ पीछे आ जाओ।
32 है नियॉन बैंडल है उसके पास।
चलो
क्रेजी भाई, देखा मैं देखा। वो इधर
ये
इधर
sound करना।
उधर इस तरफ स्काई पे वो करा ना ऊपर। ओके ठीक ठीक हो जाएगा। अरे यार लिंक गया बीच में, कुछ तो कर पड़ा है राइट में।
मैं अभी क्या हो?
I'm watching here.
इसका शॉट ही चमक रहा है, मुझे लगा नेक्स्ट मैच के बाद ट्राई करना कष्ट है। अभी देखते हैं, मैच के बाद देखते हैं।
1-0
सिर्फ उधर ही काम कर रहा है, हर जगह काम कर रहा है। इधर ए मेन में काम कर रहा है हर जगह।
Last player standing. Adios.
पिक्स निकाल बस, डैमेज हो जाएगा उधर।
Rich. 30 seconds left.
जेट भी है। Why streaming this video? This is short stream, bro. This gives more views and
One enemy remaining.
more engagement.
I'm the last thing they'll see before they die.
नहीं अच्छा था ये तो था।
आ जाओ ये वापस हम वॉक करते हैं अभी। साउंड मत दो, ये आ जाओ। ये आ जाओ वॉक करो, मैं फ्लैश दूंगा तब पीक देना। आई तो
बाकी चेक नहीं किया।
फ्लैश अगेन साइड।
दूसरी तो खेल रहा है अभी। अरे D2 पहचान लिया भाई मैंने तेरे को।
Covering it. Taking that back.
क्या तुम मेरा ज़ूफी हो?
पीक देना फ्लैश।
यो, भाई ज़ूफी।
एक और फ्लैश दे रहा हूं। 3 2 बट डग आउट एक मरना।
Planted the spike.
भाई मैं हक दिया, सॉरी।
चल
एक फ्लावर से
One I think is CT है।
एक फ्लावर।
Last player standing.
क्या था? But why? I pushed by the fuck I pushed. उसका मार भी नहीं पाया यार।
It helps with accuracy.
D2 भाई D2 आया हूँ मैं, अब D रैंक ना हो जाऊँ बस। For low rankers like me, भाई आपकी रैंक क्या है?
Can you smoke here?
भाई यार, like I know Zufi
Blocking sight.
with whom I played. Aren't you the same guy?
Okay.
Spike down B.
By do aim train by.
I have retrieved
One enemy remaining.
Your aim is the issue. Underrated trash. कौन? Yo, Luffy है वो friend
Need
है।
a drop.
कौन?
Let's go B again. Let's go B.
Luffy खेला है तू उसके साथ?
We'll do the same thing.
किसको कह रहा है अंडररेटेड राइट हैं ईगो हर्ट हो रही है मेरी
साइपर को दे दें तो अच्छा रहने दे, इधर ही रहने दे, रोटेट करना।
एस्ट्रोमेट जा रहा तो मैं आता हूँ स्पाइक
आ जा तू साथ में।
I have retrieved the spike. One dead.
One more off, one more off.
भाई मेरी पट गई ना जा
Cage triggered.
We can take or we can take or.
My ultimate is ready. Give me a corpse. Where
Close
is
left.
everyone hiding? Cage triggered.
जा जा साइपर ही जा, साइपर ही जा, साइपर ही जा।
एक्स्ट्रा हिट वन प्लीज
I think go B, go B, go
Smoke
B.
दे
Go
दे
back,
दे।
go back, go back.
हाँ वापस जा भी, वापस जा भी, वापस जा भी।
Get give 2 smokes there, no, Astra?
No smokes, no smokes. 10 seconds.
Just put a star here.
चलेगा।
Last player standing.
she scammed us
Spike down B.
backside 10 tower play
Concealment.
CT and then
One CT, one all.
I have the spike.
Enemy remaining.
Next line.
Holding on.
again.
30 seconds left.
I play decent but sometimes when teammates are throwing my lobby is which I don't this because you need to get better like
I can't see them yet.
to get
Feel them.
out of bronze the only thing I did was aim laps. I actually did aim laps and tried to find my sense. Once you start dropping
Come here again.
20-25 kills in bronze lobby with Reina, you are
No more
good to go.
charges left.
फ्लैश दे रहा हूँ तब पीक मत देना, देखने दो उसको, उसके बाद स्मोक कर।
And let me tell you, there are good days and bad days in this game.
This goes here.
So play more in good day. And play
शील्ड
less
ऑफ
on
करके
bad.
चले जाओगे।
Love, oh,
नहीं,
like this.
I have retrieved the spike.
ये तो एक्ट में नहीं करने का है। ये अभी जो एमिन हगा तब, अरे भाई मेरे को ट्रैश बोल रहा है भाई।
ये जाओ ना, साइपर ये जाओ ना। दो है, तीन है।
भाई बैक स्टेप इस कार के जस्ट पीछे
Spike
खड़ी।
down B. I have the spike.
Thanks for the advice. Yes, there are good days, bad days. If you play more on good day, you win guaranteed. If you play more on bad day, you will lose guaranteed. कैसे हैं जी?
किंग जा रहा हो, बी जा रहे हो, बी पे
क्या
करो।
चल रहा है छोटी? भाई
Last player standing.
मैं D2 आ गया वापस, फुल हरा। हरा अल्ट अकाउंट पे ही खेल रहा। सोच रहा हूँ FNC वर्सेस वो देखो तेरा PRX आफ्टर दिस मैच। मोस्ट पार्ट
One enemy remaining.
God, you're fun. My turn.
One enemy remaining.
3 souls.
Clutch.
You should stop trying.
डोंट बहुत गंदा चल रहा।
Match
क्या
point.
हुआ?
Oh look.
भाई गंदा, मेरा IRL गंदा चल रहा है भाई। आई थिंक तेरा इन गेम गंदा चल रहा होगा।
भाई मांग लो, किसी को चाहिए था।
I need this. My thanks.
यही जाओ, बी एक्सेप्ट कर।
अरे बी पे एक स्मोक पैक कर देते ना, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ।
अपना वनरेबल डाल सकता है ऐसा सीधा, so that he won't dash.
Get out of my way.
भाई
The jet won't dash.
भाई it's my theory. They push through B.
स्मोक देना।
आखर भाई एक बैकस्टेप है, जेट इज बैकस्टेप।
क्लोज है।
PRX जेट। ओह PRX जीत गया। नो वे भाई, FNC इतना गंदा पिट रहा है और PRX तो डाउनफॉल में था ना।
One
बस मैं
enemy
जीत गया,
remaining.
PRX अभी FNC का 4 से चल रहा।
Attackers win.
रुक मेरे को चेक करने देना। चल इसके बाद इसके बाद खेलूं? वही वही पूछ रहा हूँ। डेडपुल करना है इसके बाद? अब जा कस्टम, हाँ नहीं कस्टम के बाद जीत जाएंगे यार। जूफी वाई फॉर वट? किस लिए वाई पूछा था? ओमन कस्टम में क्या कर रहा? अरे बता रहे इसमें एक ग्लिच है पर्ल पे, बग ओमन का। तो बग देख रहे हैं हम लोग क्या है। He said he tried and it's actually working. बहुत ओपी बग है। हाँ एनजी मैन ही said, देखो अगर कोई ऐसा बोलता ना I would have got angry. इधर टीपी दिखाया वो मार के। इधर तो इधर ही तो था यार। नहीं हो रहा भाई, गया। I think you are interested in men. हाँ हाँ what the fuck are you talking about? Imposter, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Tell me your real identity. Boys, tell me I'm gay guru. Sorry bro, I'm not interested in you and your ass. गलत हो रहा। अरे यही तो था। मैं बार बार तेरे को फॉलो करने को पूछता है।
30 seconds left.
ओह यहीं खड़े हो क्या करा हमने? अब यहाँ भी नहीं हो रहा, क्या करूँ बता? I know you are, don't bother pretending. So are we going on a date brother? Are we going on a date? हाँ भाई नियन गए bro, not for you. हाँ अगर ये दूसरे बात बता, are we going on a date? Do you love to be packed by me? तुझे आता नहीं, चल चूतिए। वो खत्म हो गया भाई, यही है, यहीं खड़ा हूँ। ऐसे किया वो, ऐसे किया, ऐसे किया तो कुछ तो आया था। वेट वेट वेट, यहाँ से किया है वो, देन यहाँ कहीं किया है भाई। ग्राफिक्स में तो फर्क नहीं है। वाह गजब, इतना लेट क्यों? ठीक से देख, अरे ठीक से देख रहा है यार। नो आई एम नॉट गे बट हैव सम फ्रेंड्स फॉर यू, आई एम जस्ट अ गुरु। वाओ क्या कर रहा है ज़ाला भाई? अभी तो ये डेडपुल कुछ बताया, वो फिगर आउट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ। अरे वो फिक्स हो गया होगा रे। थोड़ा लेफ्ट जा, ले थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट गया। थोड़ा लेफ्ट, थोड़ा लेफ्ट, थोड़ा लेफ्ट, थोड़ा राइट। ओह
Can't go there. Not there. Not there. Can't go there. Can't go there. Not there.
हाँ वैसे वो कहीं कहीं
Not there. Can't
भाई
go
ये
there.
आ रहा है,
Can't
फिक्स
go
हो गया
there.
ये देख। ओ ज़ाला भाई ये देखो, हाउ लॉन्ग हैव यू बीन स्ट्रीमिंग? 1 year bro, it's been a year. uh, for past 3 or 4 months not streaming regularly. Around 3 months sorry, Count not saving. मेरे को दिखा तो होगा वहाँ. मैच स्टार्ट्स. हाँ मैच अभी चला रहा वो मैच ना. इसके बाद मैच देख ले. पैच हो गया ये. चुप चुतिए भाई. अब बग है ये मैप पे. लोल भाई गिर के मरोगे भी.
I will take back what is mine. My ultimate is ready.
Sophie भाई keep it up. You will make it someday. Thank you bro. But सबसे पहले बता भाई who the hell are you bro? Who the hell are you? I know you are someone I know very well.
My ultimate is ready.
Now you want me to call you right now with some good words. इधर है इधर. Sophie नहीं. मिल गया. इधर से आओ टेढ़े. And then you can do this. Now you stream this game. You have to write randomly. Crazy भाई, you call random people gay. It hurts me. Ah, I just clicked it. Ow. Make sure to subscribe, broski. सीधा नंबर 1. रुको ज़ाला भाई मैच लगाता. रुको डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑन करते मैच लगाते. ज़ाला भाई ये बोला वो जीत गया PRX. देख रहे थे ज़ाला भाई आप? नॉट रैंडम. I know you know what not random. देखा. हाँ देखा.
No, you're not. Fnatter. That's come out of the Boaster Bank. Okay. That's come out of the Boaster Bank. Okay. It's a good job we're not doing the econ report now, I suppose. At the end of this one.
हाँ देख रहा था.
Boaster,
ये कह
always a
रहा है
selfless leader.
PRX जीत गया for sure. अच्छा Zofi, if you want to get out of bronze to start watching tournament.
Support and wow,
Start
something.
watching tournament.
Eager to try and
Watch
take down Fight
carefully
Kayak.
from which
Makes him
angle
regret
they
it.
play. New map करो. मैंने
just
देखा रे
broken out here, this is
CS2
Fnatic.
की कॉपी जैसा लग रहा था. नहीं देखा ज़ाला भाई नया
Big
मैप.
advantage.
CS2
Precisely
जैसा
the
सा
place
लगा.
they love to
मैं
be in.
CS2 खेला हूँ.
Jing's down to
वैसे
go really
basic
aggressive
map
with this
है,
element.
ऐसा
I've seen him
लगा थोड़ा
teleport onto
उसका
screens
copy किया.
before. Ult into crazy
मैप
spots.
ठीक है मेरे को
In a
ठीक लगा.
playmaking situation like this, down 4v5, you're wanting Jing to step up.
Hunter's Fury pulled out of it. That's an
By
early crash.
Sentinel.
Been earning his kills and his orbs up through mid. Another lurk happening. Jing is gone.
First Sentinel, after that I like
right there behind him.
Fnatic.
Avenging poor Timmy.
First Sentinels, after that I like
Forsaken, you might have got this plant down. But how the hell are you going to dig yourself out of this one? Mistakes need to be made, and Fnatic not in the habit of making them often here. The dart against the back. All is revealed. And Forsaken can't do it all.
Fnatic overall in this tournament are playing about 2/3 of their rounds for retakes, but you see here, they're not all even 5v5 retakes.
To Fnatic by
Finding picks as the attackers work their way in, both from the operator and from the ultimates, applying that pressure and creating an easier retake for themselves. An almost impossible situation for those final two that were left alive.
Thank you for coming, Zufi.
And I think they've got to be better at dealing with getting onto the line to fight Kayaks off. That was a pretty lazy way of trying to get onto that angle. One dart that didn't even land towards back yellow and something swings at the same time.
Vertical वाले में मेरे को नहीं दिखता था.
Here with a slow walk, just trying to deny that belt space.
Both teams fighting for belt space and the ult orb.
Pacman.
Vertical वाले में भी यही.
Walk about, Sheriff in hand, he just can't quite control it. Alpha yet, lucky to be alive from that spot, but still claims the kill.
Definitely would have been a punish on a rifle round.
Now recouping up, Fnatic have got bodies ready to receive. They can fully aware of this one and how it's going to be landing, but that's a sideways swing. Sets up Divide perfectly.
Placing swarm grenade.
Stinger in hand. Plan can now go down here. They brought us to a 4v4. Close quarters weaponry. PRX are going to be looking to try and take this fight towards Fnatic. No playing offside for it. Fnatic still grouped towards screens. The rifles looking to try and dissuade any chance. So PRX getting away with that funny business. Grouped up together with the discipline. ekrUKh, lights out from him.
So dependable, so reliable.
Oh, ऐसे
Very
पूरा
good
screen
reasons
बोल
why
रहे हो.
he's the winningest player of all time in Valorant. A win here would be utterly incredible for Chronicle's career, but everything has been the whole time. Crashies did not like the way that he took that fight. Shot bullets at 3 separate people that ran past him. Had to bail out of that one early, but got bailed out by the rest of the team. This is now 4 rounds in a row for Fnatic to start the half. Was dead.
It's going to be tough going for PRX here. No more intervention happening from Alex's behalf. They're going to try and run this one back to do it alone.
PRX have been going for those mid lurks quite a lot. They put pressure on mid right at the start of the round, and they've had Pac-Man try to lurk. They haven't been very successful with it. At some point, I wonder whether it puts them off entirely.
Couple of stray shots there, Sheriff in hand. Already trying to dash straight up. An attempt of a punish. PRX are making this one fast and loose. Playing it forwards, risks to be had. This is that PRX of old. And just missing the top of nest. They're timing each other. Alpha still active here, trying to drop back as well. He needs some safety and he needs some backup. But something is the one delivering depth. All out to the opposition. There's kills happening all over the bloody place.
Something's got to hold off a double flank, but Jing might be the playmaker over in Snowman.
Still player advantage, not for much longer. There it is. Something. He's evened it out 3v3, but for the repeat, all expected. ekrUKh 2v3 now.
Jing was just Jing
Wow.
was begging for people to come towards him, and really nobody has. Jing's positioning was cute, but no one's coming his way.
Yeah, and Crashy's brought back into the fold now. This is feeling inevitable. Updraft dash, cute play indeed, isolating the fight. Forsaken trying to make a go of it now, trying to really do the damage. But a bullet to the back, it's all up to Jing, and it's brought it to that 1v1. Smokes v smokes, Boaster sticking into the chance. They brought that one back from an impossibility.
Really beautiful positioning and phenomenal impact from 2 incredible players. What was going on there?
Okay.
Absolutely bizarre. But this play from Forsaken, again, enormous impact, just what Mel was talking about on the desk. He might not be exactly at the top of the scoreboard, but every kill he gets is huge impact. And he set up a 1v1 for Jing to slam dunk.
Stem the bleeding for now.
ekrUKh on another pretty aggressive position. The drone designed to try to push him off, and he dips, not giving away the fact that he's got the op.
Trying to re-peek it as well. That's a wide face something. Lucky just evades the bullets.
Does ekrUKh take Alfia's advice and refight? Or is he looking to play risk-averse and set up the retake with the rest of his team?
No dash available, it would be risky, just trying to take that timing inside that smoke, but the updraft, quick scope, bullets raining down onto him. Something, though, has been dropped. Chopped down at the knees is what it seemed. ekrUKh happy to deal out that damage here on site.
Still with a recon.
Kayak.
Kayak's op is fantastic at preempting these spots that PRX want to fight.
He's perfectly posted every single time. The dart is at 180. Pac-Man has got to do a lot from this spot. Jing, again, heroics are called for. It's forward. The positioning, they're looking to try and stunt it, trying to stop it. Knives in hand. PRX drawing blood. But again, that re-peek. Playing into Fnatic's hands. Devi. Chronicle already on the defuse. He's got to start swinging and he's got to do it now. It's all safety. Flave 4 crashies, watching for that peak.
These rounds are going to be tilting Alex in the coaching booth, I think. It's just not good enough for PRX. Look, and in the replay, how often they're fighting one by one. Forsaken on his own. That was a bit of a double fight together, but here Pac-Man swings with Devi having no real support. PRX need to be coming up with ideas of how they want to fight together, or what timings they want to take together in the post plan. Because Fnatic are essentially just waiting.
Yeah.
They're not even really scaling on the retake, they're just holding. Knowing that PRX are going to run into the maw.
It's a large reveal. PRX are all grouped up.
Well, they've got a massive ultimate advantage in this round, Brent. So if there was a round to try to do something quick and hit them hard, hit them fast, it would be this one.
Fnatic are just giving them all that space again, like you said.
Post-plant lockdown would be crazy good from Devi too.
Updraft over with the knives. Looking for a target, looking for a sight line. Util just comes out swinging, rebounding. Finally, Forsaken can commit. PRX do have ults of their own.
Yeah, my eyes immediately go to Devi, wondering when he's going to try to use this.
There it is. Smoke's dropped down. This is Fnatic trying to make a go. Lockdown's there. Already in. This is Fnatic trying to make a play for this. Kayak. There's no stopping this guy. Disgusting work, but a lockdown cannot be broken in time. Albiedo found himself a pocket, found himself a window. And Forsaken is going to do it all. Offload him with the ult. It's time ticking, really. That point. Found the kill. Running him down, though. Forsaken will be finished. Kaya comes a fuse.
That's close.
That's so damn close. Oh!
Less than a second on the clock of Fnatic. Perfectly execute a really difficult retake. How on earth do they get that into a 5v3 whilst battling through Devi's lockdown? Not sure what's going through Something's head here on this peak. I don't think that's a good one, but this shot is bonkers. A ludicrous one for Kayak to be bringing out. Absolutely jet diffing Something. And like I said, it's got to be tilting because I don't think PRX are actually playing these rounds particularly well in the post. Earlier on Sunset, I think you could argue both teams were really bringing a good game, but now PRX letting Icebox slip, and this could be Fnatic equalizing.
Kayak been unbelievable so far with his form. Icebox really is his playground, but he's forced to concede that space. Jing forward, sees it onto the shoulder poster. Gone, Alpha responds. It's traded out, but there's pressure in mid. And Devi is still lurking through, but finally spotted out. Players need to deal with him, but it's all chaos thrown into the mix. Forsaken and Devi. There with a 3-2-1 swing. Chronicle gone, and PRX still alive in this map for now.
When all else fails, rely on the W gaming. That was a really large swing back towards Chaos. Controlled to some degree, sure. There was a double lurk set up, and Jing went for that same play, trying to get deep into Snowman on an unexpected timing. And this time finds a target to be able to work with. But it was Chaos. I mean, this play, Devi just running up tube into Alpha, yeah, he's just hoping he finds that timing and doesn't get punished. One round at a time. Fnatic choosing to go for a half buy here to make sure that their economy doesn't get completely broken.
Kayak swinging, and look at it, just draw blood out of them. PRX. They are still there though, Devi. Can sense it, posturing occurring, and a deep push and peek by Chronicle. It's already anticipated.
Good awareness from Devi.
Yeah. Expecting it all now.
Crashes with a rifle. Boaster might be able to recover one if he completely repositioned, but at the moment, really isolated over in this Snowman spot. Should be PRX being able to pick this one up. 4v2.
Hello.
Tip tap.
Ghost bullet. Not the weapon of choice for Boaster, obviously. Not cleaned up though either, and that could spell problems. Jing pressing forwards, crashes now. He's got that rifle, needs to make it sing. He's already found himself two. Dart towards the back, needs to be dealt with, but double tap PRX. The ones on top.
Still though, even in that 4v2, PRX players taking risks.
Sentry.
Gonna be giving Alex a heart attack. But now Alex with another opportunity to talk to the team. And honestly, this might be a blessing for PRX. Because despite winning 2 in a row,
what's going wrong for them? PRX, Alex will happily take that space, but 3 rounds still stand between them, drawing it to OT.
Jing going for another really deep push.
Forwards, crashes is good. Ajao with a movement still. This is going to be rapid. And Jing's all the way round towards the side. One more TP. Try and get out of dodge there, but committing that paranoia. And Kayak filling in the pieces. Alpha to Tupman with the movement.
That's huge from Patman, being able to pick off the 1v1 fight against Alpha and trade Chronicle.
It's all over the place.
Patman can't reconnect with the rest of his team to really pop down this Viper's Pit on site.
Just try to adjust, missing on either side.
Planted.
Opening down though into that 3v2 Boaster. Might have just caught eyes onto Patman. Patman tucked up close with Boaster is wise to it.
He's just trying to delay for as long as possible. Actually, maybe he didn't even...
The high ground!
Oh my
God damn!
I thought for a moment there, maybe he hadn't realized that Boaster had spotted him, but repositioned into a spot that he was going to be favored on. And this round, I think, again, another reason why I was a little bit worried about Fnatic taking that attack pause. Because Jing immediately comes out of it with a really unexpected way of pressuring these players over towards the mid-split. That recon dart that got thrown over the top from Forsaken. Oh, and the timing here as well.
And this operator, it's critical to Fnatic's game plan.
And this sets us up with a strong potential for overtime. The Fnatic economy is in a really bad spot now. And so, one more rifle round before OT. This play, though, I think huge credit given to Patman. Jing's in a pretty horrible spot there. And Patman has to win the battle against Alpha Year through Duke before he can go and help him. Take a look at the buy, though.
Yeah.
Knives, okay, huge for a Kayak, but 3 stingers to support.
The rifle and a lot of bolts on top of it. Kayak can't even escape.
I mean, that's insane from Jing just running through, but he has full trust in the paranoia.
Oh, it's full aggression. They're not stopping now. The PRX of old wants to rear its head. The leash has been cut and snapped. There's no containing them. Like a pack of rabid velociraptors. Hungry for more.
You get to see the full gamut of PRX here. We started out on Sunset with them playing that slower, more strategic style. And now you get the full W gaming. The last 4 rounds have been really heavily powered by Jing just doing crazy stuff on Omen. And this last round of regulation, at least, Fnatic have got to try to make an adjustment to stop that in its tracks.
And they are all in. Why wouldn't you be operator here? Smoke in your face to try and obfuscate. This is the Hunter's Fury that's coming out swinging.
They thought it was another one of those fast hits. Crashies gets the ult baited out as PRX reset.
Conditioning for you. Devi's one away from an ult of his own now. Slower tempo. Even the ult just thrown into it. Jing obfuscating the intent, but bodies are now trying to form up.
That's supposed to draw bodies away from the A site and make it easier for PRX, but there's still a pit here. There's still a lockdown.
Yeah, it's a lockdown for a lockdown here in this spot. Alpha's ready. Puts it up close to the screens. What's the next level to all of this? Hunter's Fury going to be committed. It's going to be breaking that portion of it, and this has to be respected now. Fnatic, they've offloaded everything to try and stay into this round, but the pit's going to be going down. It crashes out into the open.
Boaster beefed it. That pit, you're supposed to get back inside, and he got detained.
And PRX not slowing down. Still that res. Brings Crashy back into the fold. Back into the fray. Watch fire from mid. PRX eager though. Looking to see if they can topple Fnatic before they stand and get a grip onto this retake. pressing forwards, shoulder to shoulder discipline. It's helped so far, but Fnatic need it now in spades. Jing, that extra element. Drifting into the side here, double tap, and the rifles are ringing out.
PRX grab a 5th round in a row to take us into OT. Felt like an inevitability on Sunset, to be honest with you, but here on Icebox, Fnatic take a timeout and it goes straight back in their face. PRX dial up the tempo, something on a high ground. Jing deep in heaven, getting into aggressive positions, unexpected spots. And even though Alpha dealt with the lurk, there were too many threats. The stress on both sides. And again, a reminder that when you look at the map pool, it feels a bit like a must-win for Fnatic. Next one is their permaban.
Standing ahead. Smoke on the corner, something. Glass cannon operator. Opted into heavy defensive setup here by PRX. Fnatic again, you're going to see that caution played by them. Tiptoeing around, a bit tepid, but trying to dissect the map. Going overhead, spots out the jet.
Yeah, spotting Kayak there gives you some decent information, an idea that it might well be ending A, so you can keep these 4 players, the trust they have in Patman, just to hold down B if their read is wrong. But it's not at all. Forsaken with exactly the right idea of what's happening here. Boaster calling for a little bit more pressure over towards B, and PRX, they want info. They want to step up a little. As Boaster sniffed this out, he's calling for Fnatic to reposition.
Into the B split, perhaps.
And this is going to put Patman's head on a swivel.
Yeah.
And maybe Patman's head on a spike.
Going to be turning up the heat. 25 seconds left. Down to the wire. Patman still has a snake bite to try and deny some space. Shot darts in your face. Walls up, same with the orbs.
Confidence plus
PRX starting to get a bit of a read on this one here. But again, Patman needs to try and deny. Steps forward. Blind as anything. He does not know what's going on. PRX trying to even it out. Kayak with a peek. But the plant needs to go down. With no issues further. Crashies commits. They're getting into the spot now. Fnatic putting a squeeze onto these PRX players. They're going to try and clear this guy out. Kayak, he's done. Finished. Paranoia up top. Jing, the way. Nearsighted Chronicle may be. But this guy will not be denied. Something's still there though. Swinging wide. The operator switched around. Weaponry now with a rifle. Time starting to tick in a 1v1. Crashies. Tepid approach, and it works best for him.
Again, Crashies comes up in the clutch. What a recovery in a 3v3 situation there. Boaster calling a brilliant slow round. It felt like Forsaken exactly knew what was happening, but the further the time ticked, the more that Boaster realized and sniffed out that stack on A. Chronicle to Legendary in that top nest position. And Fnatic once more have an opportunity to close.
Forwards, Kayak trying to fill in their space here. Oh my god, the pure disrespect. The dash is there. Boaster needs to try and stop them here, but he's isolated onto the corner and caught out wide. Kayak's still there though. This guy is eager to just try and play into the mechanics. PRX not stopping. The feed is filled with red and blood being spilt out onto the site. Tricky task indeed for Fnatic. Walls up and everyone is falling slowly but surely. Chronicle, last one left. 5 bullets left in a swing from Divide. All the confidence in the world.
PRX have figured out exactly what is working on these attack sites. It definitely feels like they're the team that's closer to being able to close this out, to be honest with you. Despite the fact that Fnatic had so many map points to be able to work with, this looks like PRX is to lose because their attacks, the fast, aggressive approach is just barreling through Fnatic. Something, again, that pulls out the operator, and Fnatic they got an extra timeout to use once things go to OT, and they're going to use it fairly early on. 13-13. And Milan wants input. Every player, by the way, on Fnatic, over 20 kills apart from Boaster, who's only got 7. That's a little bit rough.
Struggling to put up the numbers.
At the same time, though, it does show you that the other 4 players are all having very good performances.
Yeah.
Because all 4 of them have had huge rounds, big moments. And Boaster's calling has still been finding impact, even if his rifle isn't.
That's what Fnatic are leaning on here.
To be honest, Brent, I think you look at the other side of things, and the player at the bottom of the scoreboard there is something. And if he can find one round, just one, with the defensive off, that will right all of the wrongs of what he's been up to in this map. Because PRX have already got the game plan for the attack side, it's working. If he can find a big operator round here, he could well put his team up to a maybe insurmountable lead.
Placing swamp grenade.
Fnatic taking his time to recuperate, breathe a little bit. It's a slow orb that could have been thrown out, but Forsaken, no, he's just, I mean, okay, scot-free.
Yeah, he was playing for that pretty heavily in regulation. Less important, arguably, here in overtime, because everybody starts 3 away. Don't know if you noticed that Nano Swarm as well that was put down on top Jenny from Devi. That's where Kayak's been pathing to almost every time. So they've got a very specific counter plan here. Look at Jing holding that paranoia as well. They know exactly what they want to do to counter this Fnatic A hit.
Primed, ready to pounce here.
It does feel like these timeouts have been helping Alex and PRX more than Fnatic.
Drone's broken. Deep control towards B. Any posturing by Fnatic is put to an end. And now, eyes set over towards A. Triple face, alarm bell. It's going to be gone. Jing there with a paranoia! Oh, my goodness!
It works perfectly. The game plan, absolute perfection.
Cut them to shreds, and Fnatic now left scrambling for options.
There's the op value as well. Devi tucked onto a position that's really tough to clear.
And Kayak is going to try and win that. Final bullets left!
Spike down.
Mid-animation, Boaster, the captain himself. He's going to right the wrongs of the round, but on top of the ropes, the purest form of disrespect, PRX.
And that was the round that they needed. Every attack round has been going well for them. They won the last 5 in a row to close out regulation.
One enemy remaining.
It's been pacey, it's been fast. W gaming and the train keeps on trucking. Let's see if Fnatic have an answer, because all of the pressure is now on them.
Oh yeah. On their attack side, PRX are sending it.
Revealing area.
Grouped up, deep dark paranoia. They're making it feel like it's that fast B pressure. And Kayak is taking liberties, taking risks. Him versus Devi finds it.
That's huge info as well. You see Devi on this side of the map, you know at least that they're defaulting. You don't know for sure that they're coming back over towards A, but you know it's not that fast B hit. And look how quickly Alpha just takes all of this space on B.
Oh, yeah, deep push. Mid-round information going to be given up here. The rest of his team, an attempt of a punish at a jump spot. Boaster, the acknowledgement he was looking for.
I mean, what a decision from Forsaken to try to fake.
Yeah, he's creeping in through the back. There it is. There, Patman. Anticipated. Bodies out wide to the open. Patman just sidesteps it. Alternating with the movement, but tucked behind Dice. Forsaken is creeping forward. Off of that contact, Kayak. When is your time to strike? Deep dart, dash active, wall up into your face. Thrown into the corner, clears him out though. We'll have to use it to disengage.
Chronicle can step in to cover that though. PRX still, even with all 3 players here, have got a difficult task.
3v4 wars down as well, out to the open. Jing is dropped.
30 seconds left.
The Fnatic have found it. Their footing, the foundation. A safety net now, all the pressure's on Patman. 1v3, 20 seconds left.
हाँ अब से चल रहा है restart किया है ये ओ
fight again, he's not going to be given it. Snake bite, all the options reduced to ruins.
I respect the balls to go for a fake there. If it had worked, we'd be calling Forsaken a genius. But actually, he just deviated away from the game plan that's been working for PRX. The pace, the aggression, Fnatic did not have an answer for it. And instead in this round, maybe overcooking things slightly. Went to fake that fast pressure and played into the kind of tempo that Boaster's super happy to call against. Immediately, ekrUKh realized it was a fake. Alpha got quick on the flank, and now we're back to even.
14.
PRX का device जो है KJ खेल रहा है.
Overhead with the util.
Something still going for the operator. Every round on defense has been trying to make it work. Did find a little bit of value with it over towards B. They've got to be watching out for this paranoia again. It worked so well last time for Jing, but he's not really in a spot to use it now.
Cheeky with the positioning.
It looks to me like they're trying to fake that it's only Alpha here on A. You know, he's the player that's getting up, getting forwards.
What's around with the dart? It's going to be a drone. Fnatic faking like they're taking B control. Looking to see if they can pull bodies to make A a little bit weaker. Soften it up for the take now.
I mean, that's nice. Patman takes contact, which disguises where the operator is. So it could still be on A.
They're drifting though. PRX are losing control. Gonna hard anchor it now, but they're seeing signs of life and hearing it on top of it. Nano swarms, deaded. All up in your face to delay.
Do they play to flood? Do they play to defend and deny the spike?
Divide is hard,
FNC
committed,
जीत रहा था
committed. He sees the bodies sneaking over the top of this wall.
9-12 था.
And we're seeing it now. Paranoia is forwards again. There's a wall into your face.
continue
Fnatic have access
बारह-बारह.
towards it. Insane stab by Jing. Fnatic. Vice grip now over towards the site.
3v5 हुआ.
And it scraps on the floor that Patman has to pick up and make something from it. Damage done, bullets raining through, but right from the side. ekrUKh. Never denied. Something here, operator in hand, but this is just dire. Oscillating
Nice.
the momentum of this map. Happening round by round. Picks up the rifle, but you got one hell of a task and no clearance again. Time's ticking. It's all against it. ekrUKh knows it.
Big round from ekrUKh, but also a wild play from
Fifth
Jing.
match देखना
We saw
है.
the value he got from the
फिर
paranoia
जो
in the
भी
previous
जीते.
round. This time,
Fifth match
tries to
कौन-
send it
fifth
again.
map कौन सा?
Throws that out, goes for the TP. But I mean, that is some nutcase
Fifth map
behavior.
कौन सा?
You see, it did land onto ekrUKh, but just there's way too many people around there. Again,
Holy shit, bro.
respect.
Holy shit, that's size, bro.
Respect for going for the play, but keeping things simple might have had PRX already close out the map at this point. And a couple of rounds ago, it felt like they were completely in control. Now it does not.
Now it's flipped, 180.
Thing is though, PRX, again, could just go back to playing those fast attack sides. And we've yet to see Fnatic demonstrate they have an answer.
Yeah.
There's been no evidence that they actually can deal with that pace. But the more that you have to battle against their map points, the more you start to overthink things.
अच्छा 5
And
के
this
5
map,
देखने हैं.
if it ends up being important later on, will be a difficult mental barrier to overcome for PRX if
उसके
they
बाद
lose
जो मैं
control here.
समझा मैं.
They did such a good job getting to overtime, denying 5 map points.
Fnatic have clawed it back. One more round is all they need to seal up Icebox, draw us level here in the best of 5 grand finals.
Fnatic's job is to deny, keep that trophy out of reach.
He's taking a peek here early. It's an operator in his hands. Wall up and over. You don't anticipate this one. It's a classic play, or do you? Heads up play. You're trying to use those walls against PRX.
FNC जीतेगी.
They were born in it, molded by that play.
KEZAK मर गया.
Beautiful anticipation
4v5
from
हो
Forsaken.
गया.
Now the wall
एक
does
और
still
OT जा
block
सकता है
Patman off.
easily.
And Alpha, he's
मुझे
pushed
भी
up.
You are
FNC
so
तो
hard
उम्मीद है
committed
but
here, but he just spots it onto the drone as well. Oh my God! Does he deliver?
3v3 again.
Taken out eventually. But he's brought it into a 3v3. Hearing the footsteps, the rumble, Patman, there's a timing to be taken, and he just grasps it immediately, jumps on a chance.
And this isolates ekrUKh. ekrUKh would have to be a hero for Fnatic to get this across the line.
Put towards the back of the box. Walking forwards here, there's a wall into their faces. There's a game on those timings. Again, ekrUKh, surely not long for the world. And there it is, Patman from behind. PRX not done yet.
Planted.
A round where Fnatic tried to pull out a cutesy play And it leaves the caller in a 1v3. He's destroyed at the end. 15-15. Neither team can get a proper advantage over the other and get a grip on
कितना
this.
चलेगा क्या लगता
They're
है ज़्यादा
bringing
भाई
out tactics.
कितना चलेगा ये?
They probably haven't tried in quite some time. Both teams have got depth.
One enemy remaining.
But things get scrappy the deeper you get.
You are insane, bro. You are insane, bro. All compliments.
Thanks.
Back up on their feet here. 15-15.
Oh, PRX fighting aggro.
Aggro as anything. Kayak though. One shot to the dome. Jing is gone. Wants a little bit more with that dash active. It's going to be used on either side. Something just needs to try and escape. He's got the safety net of Forsaken watching over the shoulder.
And Fnatic back up, anticipating some level of aggression elsewhere around the map. Alpha almost got an opportunity to pick up Patman in mid with that attack.
7-12 था
Patman
अच्छा
is not
खासा
gonna
जीत
go for
रहे
it again.
थे अच्छा खासा
PRX are
एक मैच
anticipating a
हारे
re-hit
एक
here.
एक
That
वो
does look
हारे
like the
राउंड
idea here.
उनने टाइम आउट ले लिया
Cautious
कोच ने
Fnatic.
और जब से टाइम आउट लिया तब से ये
Fnatic
दिक्कत
always
हो रहा
with
है
these opportunities to pivot back to Boaster. Boaster's done a very good job in this map of just
FNC
applying
is
options,
back in
giving
its
himself
prime, Zala
options to
bhai.
work with. His is the more passive role, just making sure nobody pushes out of B, and once again Patman is asked to do so much.
On a knife's edge here, on top of the wall, it's a dart. Trying to take this timing pass. He's going to try and push forwards. Take the fight to it. There's an orb in the face of these players. Wall up now on top of it. Creeping forwards already.
He caught this timing before.
Wall up though. Surely it's going to be watched for. Spam happening, occurring. Popping up on towards the top!
ज़ाला भाई यार
Alpha!
मेरी
And
बाइक
how
से
do you land
नजर
that
लगे
one?
ज़ाला भाई
Spike planted.
बहुत नुकसान हो गया
Best scenario you could really hope for if you're Fnatic in this spot here again. Alpha, shoulder, peeking out. Taken out. Deep dart against the back. Primed, ready, and finally let loose with the slow orbs. You can see that 3-2-1 with a swing. Timing to be taken. Something's on the flank. Already ripping his way all the way past. Needs to be taken out. Something. He's found it. Dash back already. But the time is ticking away.
2 bullets.
And 2 bullets, 2 players, not enough to get it all done.
जीत गए वाला
Fnatic again with a really solid round to put themselves up once more. So many opportunities to close this.
Reloading. Target destroyed.
The timing that Patman tries to take, he was rewarded for it previously. This time though, not focusing on the planter, seeing if he could catch a player that was looking to defend and failed. Forsaken pulls out the Odin to try to deny the orb, the wall perhaps?
Second guessing it.
Yeah, decides not to go for it in the end.
Down again. Jing TP's forwards. This is it. Fnatic trying to lock in, trying to step up to that task that's ahead of them here.
And there's the player that's been driving the train forwards. The engine power was coming from Jing in all of these fast attack rounds. Now something has to step up an entry. Dash already popped.
Kayak's still here. Put over towards the top there, just spotting it out, and the damage done something. 1 bullet to the chest is all it takes for Fnatic. They can feel it. Energy here on their sides. 3v5, it's all contact called for here by PRX. They're hoping there's an overextension. Never in a million years though, Fnatic are always going to be disciplined. Stay fight up and over. Dodged and juked down towards the back to buy. He's to land these shots. There's no freebies handed to him.
I think 5v3 तो जीत जाना चाहिए.
Fnatic just bite it out.
They're always expecting PRX to be the ones making the play. The time is going to be ticking here for Fnatic, though. They've got to go at some point.
Double face up towards the top. Patman reveals his hand with a snake bite drop down on top of it, and this is it. Fnatic.
जीत गई.
Hard going all the way through, but it made it even.
So many opportunities to close this one out, and finally Fnatic managed to grab one of them. 17-15. Both of these maps have been a grind. And in a final like this, so much is about endurance and how you pace yourself. Up next, Fnatic's permaban.
This mother... Come on! See, Alpha is raging. No! Alpha is hungry. Normally we say respect everyone, fear no one, but They don't give respect to them, okay? Just swing them, just smash their heads, okay?
Turkish wolf is hungry.
Red Bull gives you wings.
क्या करे ज़रा, चलो चार मैप्स तो कंफर्म हो गए। हाँ
Spike defused.
वैलो चलाऊं? कितनी देर लगी? और एटलीस्ट तू तो हो गई ना। The human body was built to move. तो हो गए कंफर्म। आई थिंक अब एक पेपर एक्स बाइक का कुछ बोल रहे थे। ज़ाला भाई बाइक को नजर लग गई। ज़ाला भाई सर्विस करा के लाया। ज़ाला भाई ने सर्विस में नाश कर दिया उसका। पूरी वायर्स गलत कर रखी थी ज़ाला भाई। क्लच गलत सेट था, हैंडल गलत सेट था, हैंडल तक गलत सेट था बाइक का। बताओ उसकी एक्सल थ्रोटल वाली वायर, क्लच वाली वायर, चेन ल्यूब नहीं करी थी उन्होंने, ना क्लीन करी थी ना ल्यूब करी थी। वो सब कराया। फिर मैं दोबारा गया था अभी कल करोल बाग जाके मैंने सारा सब सैटरडे को सही कराया। सैटरडे को गया था करोल बाग, वहाँ पे दूसरा शोरूम करोल बाग, वहाँ जाके करवाया ठीक। उसने बंदे ने सब ठीक करा। बाइक बिल्कुल मस्त हो गई। आज सुबह ट्यूशन जाना था, ट्यूशन लेके गया। एक कॉलोनी के बाहर खड़ी करी बाइक और वहां पे गाड़ी वाला कोई साइड मार के बाइक गिरा गया। ज़ाला भाई साइड मिरर टूट गया। वो टेम्पो में घुस गई थी एक बार, तो आगे का मडगार्ड टूटा हुआ था। साइड पैनल गया एक थोड़ा सा छोटा सा, और साइड मिरर गया। और हैंडल के जो लीवर थे ना, ब्रेक लीवर और आपका क्लच लीवर, वो टेढ़े हो रखे थे। एक बार मॉडिफिकेशन करवाई थी, लीवर गार्ड लगवाए थे। कोई गिरा गया, बाहर खड़ी थी बाइक, वो लीवर गार्ड टूट गए एक बार गिर के। वो तो मेरे से ही गिर गई थी, मतलब फोन पे बात कर रहा था एक हाथ से चलाते हुए, ब्रेक लगाई, बैलेंस बिगड़ा, बाइक बाहरी है, संभली नहीं मेरे से। नीचे जाते झटके से लगा, लीवर गार्ड टूट गया। 550 रुपए का लीवर गार्ड, जरा सी हाइट से गिरने से टूट गया। बताओ।
Helmet up. Let's get the helmet up. Kat, you got the Paper X with the balloon. Abigail, the Fnatic one, you ready for that one as well? Too much hair. We didn't plan this really on trying to get the helmet on time. Yeah, make sure you have your balance right as well. But Toronto, are we going to try to go here for Abigail with Fnatic? Or how about Kat with Paper X? I saw the votes up there, and it looked like there was a lot of Paper X fans in the audience and around the world. So, all Paper X fans, louder than Fnatic. Paper X, make some noise.
वो फ्रेंड देख के बोला भाई ऐसे करके हो सकता है, नजर लगी हुई है तो आप एक बार नजर उतारो।
Welcome back, everyone. And
Fnatic won.
Fnatic won. In case you're wondering, Fnatic won the balloon thing, majigum, whatever that is.
Official name, by the way.
That is the actual name of it. Indeed, it is. But we are all knotted up 1-to-1 in this series here. It's now time for our Verizon high-speed moment. This one gonna go to Alfier because we ended up seeing actually this Fnatic team really get awoken in this one.
They absolutely did. This was their must-win map in this series, and they had a bit of a rough start. Went out gone 0-4, lost the bonus round. But then, as he has stepped up it many times throughout this tournament, it was Fnatic, or it was Alfie, I should say, who brought Fnatic back into this one. He has been playing so well individually throughout this entire run. Just looks so confident on that stage, Bea.
Sometimes
you have to be confident, you have to disrespect your opponent, and Alpha needs this kind of rounds. He knows that he's the player that can put the rest of his team in his shoulders and have this kind of moments to bring them back into the game, because those 4 rounds had been so successful for the side of PRX.
इसकी तो कम ही है. अच्छा हाँ इसकी भी ज़्यादा कर. कर दे. अब ठीक है. हाँ मैं बोल रहा था कि चुन्नी भी लगी हुई है और काला धागा, नजर का काला धागा भी लगा है. पूजा के बाद चढ़ा था ना, वो अभी तक हटाया ही नहीं, वो लगा ही हुआ है. मुझे लग रहा है नजर लगी हुई थी. मैं बताया था एक फ्रेंड को, तो वो कहता नजर लगी हुई है, तो नजर उतारी थी आज इसलिए. वो रुई की बात ही बना के करते हैं ना, जलाते हैं, वो किया था मैंने. उसके बाद जाके थोड़ा सा ठीक है. उसके बाद थोड़ा सा ठीक है, मतलब उसके बाद से तो चला ही नहीं है. पर तो कल लेके जाऊंगा, कल पता लगेगा. देखो उसके बाद
Yeah, but of course, we started to see things get a little wonky as the series, or rather as the map continued forward here. But what we did get was a strong Fnatic second half there, right, guys? And we were seeing Fnatic come back into this.
मुझे भी लग रहा है ज़ाला भाई 4-5 सीन हो गए, क्योंकि फ्रेंड को बोला था मैं, उसका करके देख भाई. ज़ाला भाई वहाँ और भी बाइकें खड़ी थी पता है, सारी बाइकों में, मेरी बाइकों में दे के मारी पता है. आज की बात है, सुबह की. साइड मिरर तोड़ दिया, साइड पैनल थोड़ा सा ढीला हो गया. हाँ सैड हो गया मैं.
Taking advantage of that, and you're like, please, I know you know, Fnatic.
Hey, but you know what though? Now we know that we're going to be heading over to map 3, Pearl, and definitively we're going to Lotus for sure to settle this one. But let's talk about how this series layout has played out, because Bea, it does feel like everything has gone as predicted. You know, we were calling PRX for map 1, Fnatic for map 2, but now we're going to Pearl, which Fnatic do not like.
Yeah, do not like.
मैंने मेरे दोस्त का बुलेट मंगवाया, चलाने का मौका ही नहीं मिला रहा. बारिश ही बारिश है यहाँ, कम है फिर भी दिल्ली में. इधर इधर भी है, कम है. दिल्ली में भी नहीं जा सकते बाइक लेके, पानी इतना भर जाता है. स्विमिंग पूल तैरने जैसा फील आता है बाइक लेके बाद. मैं ले गया था ज़ाला भाई बारिश के नेक्स्ट डे, बाइक ले गया था कॉलेज, और इतना ज़्यादा पानी, तैरने वाला फील आ गया था ज़ाला भाई.
I would love to see this comp get locked for Fnatic.
Well, they're still hovering over it. They haven't made any changes as far as like selecting other options. They're using that time effectively to communicate, right? Because you know Boaster wants to make sure that he's just giving the orders to the troops, right? And it's very important to make sure that you lock this thing down.
If that was the must-win map on Icebox for Fnatic, I think that this is the map that PRX needs to win. You cannot pick into your opponent's permaban and lose to them there. That sets up a very scary end to this series. Then, for the boys from APAC.
In the words of Admiral Akbar, is it a trap? Are we in for a trap? What is going on here?
It might be, you know, you're going into the unknown. PRX knows this map very well. Going back into this double duelist that favors them so much. We get in the double this changes the perception that PRX had. And also, 100% important, Davai having such a good series and playing on the Vice.
All right, folks, let's get ready for map 3. Send it back over to your casters. Here's Brent and Sideshow.
So we're stepping into the unknown here as we go into Pearl. PRX, you can imagine, okay, we've got some form of an advantage where you can make Fnatic play this map, but you're also going up against a composition which you've seen before, granted, but not the way that Fnatic might play it. It's a lot of unknowns, and it's shaky territory still at 1-1 here in our grand finals.
Now, the other time that we saw PRX play on this map as well, it was a 13-1 dismissal of Team Heretics, but that was also them beginning on their attack side, which means we barely saw the defense whatsoever. So even though we know that their attack is phenomenally good, at least in the one example we saw at this tournament, we actually don't know anything about their defense. PRX might suck at defending on this map. We don't know yet. It has been a very good map for them domestically though, and so if you look back there, you shouldn't be too worried about things. And I would echo what the desk is saying. You've got to win on your opponent's permaban pick. But we have seen at tournaments in global finals before that sometimes that is easier said than done. These teams, when they have a permaban, are able to come out with a weird comp, like for example Alpha on Neon, and they're able to throw caution to the wind.
Let's see कौन जीतता है इसमें.
A level of recklessness that you wouldn't expect sometimes. If Fnatic had any map that they just decided to send it on, it would be here on Pearl. And it puts all the pressure right back on PRX after they just lost in OT.
Seeing Fnatic on that attack side here as we step into Pearl. Big group up early on. We can see it up here on the casting desk, but potential for some early fights occurring out towards B.
एक साला भाई इसका टूल किट निकाल के देखा, मेरे को पेज खोलना था एक लीवर ठीक करने के लिए. लीवर भी मुड़ गए तो वो ठीक करना था, तो मैं निकाल के देखा टूल किट में एक चीज ढंग का नहीं निकला साला भाई, पेचकस छोड़ के. एक्सेप्ट ऑफ पेचकस सब कुछ यूजलेस था. 6 नंबर की चाबी थी छोटे पेज खोलने के लिए, उससे पेज ही नहीं खुल रहे थे छोटे.
Go to take some art control. Jing was backing up. Posted now. Oh my goodness. Forsaken, not to be outdone.
4v4.
First kill immediately evened out from Fnatic side of things here, but that Jared is made to the opposition. Fnatic now leaving them out into partitions, and they're not going to be denied this plant. Davai would have to go absolutely crazy. ekrUKH 3-piece. Get things started here on Pearl.
Something we haven't discussed too much as well is how much the first kills are going the way of Fnatic. First map, I was looking at it and I was like, wow, that's kind of ridiculous actually. They're getting a ton. And then it happens again. Pretty much the same way. Even though the maps are close, Fnatic is dominating in the first kill department. Across these first two maps, they're up plus 14, now plus 15 after that pistol. So PRX are constantly having to battle back from being down 4v5.
रुको बढ़ाता हूँ.
They do get those trades instantly if they're death balled together. But it's worth keeping in mind here.
Time to jump.
Every player apart from Boaster very positive in the first kill department.
Oh yeah.
And ekrUKH, he had massive impact in the pistol round, and now with just the Sheriff is able to go wandering. He's got a little more freedom.
Players are posted, getting into spot and position. They're seeing signs of life here, but immediately eviscerated. Davai doing backflips towards the back of the site, and rifle in hand. Okay, ekrUKH trying to test himself a little bit. Sharp with the aim of the first shot, but step forward, stall anticipated, and recovered when it comes to the weaponry.
Throwing down the spike as well to make sure that they prioritize Crashy's ultimate. No, giving it over instead to ekrUKH, who's a little closer to the lockdown, which is a pretty huge tool that you can work with. Forsaken comes through, spanks Alpha, yeah? But he's only got a Frenzy to be able to work with.
That's not much.
Would be a ridiculous 1v4. I don't think the chances are particularly high.
Unlikely.
Fnatic trying to keep it clean, putting the rifle into ekrUKH's hand as well.
ठीक है बस.
Sagan's not going to be taking any peeks here, so a strong beginning for Fnatic here on Pearl. As we said it, and we set it up, series of unknowns on either side.
Yeah, so much to wonder about. I mean, the EMEA teams in general don't really love playing on Pearl. Fnatic, no
बुलाती
exception.
है मगर जाने का नहीं.
Not a team that's had even historic success, particularly here.
Continuously तो round जीते लोग.
But also, they knew 100% that they were going to be playing it here today. So the two maps, in my opinion, if I put myself in Fnatic's coaching shoes, I'd be prepping hardest for Sunset and for Pearl.
Enemy remaining. Go, go, go.
Sunset, they put up a really good showing. There was a possibility that they could have taken that one, but this, we'll have to see. Boaster with the attack op.
Okay. Round 3.
I mean, it's not like he's never done it before, but round 3?
Yeah, bonus round. When you least expect it. Quick little glide and dash to the side. Fights to be had. Jing, he loses his out. Instant dismissal. Alpha, you might be getting a bit overzealous there, but a stun's ricocheting. It's random spam.
फिर से 4v4.
Over the shoulder, finding that gap. Something.
ओह ये अच्छा है. मैं पीसी पे आ गया देखने के लिए. ओह 1 पॉइंट और बढ़ा.
Expecting that Fnatic will go back and try to recover that over towards B.
पीसी पे अच्छा दिखता है मेरे को जो लगता है ना मोबाइल से ज्यादा मतलब पीसी पे आता है मेरे को तो टूर्नामेंट्स.
Certainly not with Divine watching it like a hawk.
No.
Alpha took a lot of spam when he was trying to get a little more aggressive and push his luck in A main. So it's going to be tough for him to get too much impact. This round, probably on Kayak.
Connector. Both. Okay, well forsaken. He's doing a lot of work. Deadlifting that portion of the map and taking it fully away from Fnatic. And yeah, Alpha's like, wait a second.
Go, go, go.
I mean, his job here might just be to try to collect the operator and something.
Exactly.
He's got it on lock. Dealt with Boaster early on.
फर्स्ट मैप में FNC 4-0 से स्टार्ट किया और पेपर एक्स जीत गया. सो ओह फर्स्ट मैप में देखा नहीं. सही कह रहे हो कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Just given a really lovely gift over to the defenders.
ध्यान से सीट बेल्ट लगा के देखना चाहिए क्या होने वाला है.
Questionable decision, I think, from Boaster, especially the way that he was trying to get set up with the op. So now in this round, Alpha, yeah, the player with some of the sharpest aim in the entire server, is going to bring a judge out.
Well, we'll see what he can do with it. Get up into their faces perhaps already, and he's going to look to do that over the Wanted. Nasty stuff from Forsaken. Takes control of the rifle in his hands. That's a hard target to hit.
And Alpha, yeah, denied immediately. Maybe trying to push his luck a little. Not a duelist that he's super familiar with.
Bits and pieces of Util now. I mean, it's going to be held into the hands of these Fnatic players. Looking to see if they can take a bit of mid-control. Clone. Short. Oh, they're stuck onto the corner. It doesn't even trigger the wall.
And the season
and aid. Oh, done! These combinations are cooking!
Nice combo. Vega.
But it's all watched. Crashes in a 1v5.
That's a beautiful round put together from PRX. It really is. And a wallbang even all the way through mid, putting a little bit of damage on the Crashies.
30 seconds
The
left.
combo of the Seize nade into the pull and into the swing just destroys Fnatic, but they'd already been set up. Couple of weird moments here. I mean, Kayak's teleport all the way down into Flowers was a bit of an unusual one. And then his clone getting stuck, failing to trigger out the wall. You can definitely see, I think, that Fnatic are less comfortable.
Yep.
The details are not perfect here.
Throw going amiss, that's ridiculous. Okay.
The slide is really late, though. I mean, he's jumping through.
But should I buy the upcoming face guard Vandal or wait for champions? I haven't seen the face guard Vandal, buddy. But if I were you, I would wait for the League of Champions Vandal. After that, I will choose from them. Because like before the bundle goes, they will gonna leak it 1 or 2 days before.
Something is just sitting pretty on the other side of the map with Boaster's operator.
Still in his hand, still watching that deep B line. Makes the guessing game a little bit easier and a lot of stall util.
Yeah. Let me see, I'm watching face guard bundle.
If it ends up landing kills here,
way up.
Fnatic are going to be feeling really bad about the fact that such a valuable asset has gone into the hands of PRX. It's like mini in weapon form.
Something's really trying to min-max these timings, I think. The gate crash, backs himself out here. Gonna be hearing that drone, just trying to avoid it. Ducking, juking, but now, okay, recall start.
How much is face guard bundle for?
Expect something to be here, that's the question.
It's a great flash.
Took to the side here, just stepping up, and wow, okay.
Better shot.
That's overkill. Head's gonna be rolling straight off the shoulders there.
Alpha does have his ult to be able to work with, but maybe Alpha's job here is just going to be to try to run a fake and pull eyes towards B. You see Chronicle inserted over towards A, as the rest of the team tries to go back over towards and connect with this guy.
Chronicle's got to get some damage done too. Anything to crack this one open. Contact.
The face guard,
for now.
yeah, it's cool, bro. It's like Zero Fang and Recon Phantom. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, Vendel is cool.
Ready to supplement, deep dart dealt with.
But it depends. Like I like champions bundles and champions skins. Some people just hate champions. So if you are the one who likes champions bundles and their skins, then I suggest wait till end. Those champions never come to your store. Face guard does.
Low recon, and now Alpha gets a Vandal. Something still with an operator.
If you really like it, then buy it. No need to ask anybody. Like I bought Prelude over Champs 2023 Vandal. 2024 was Phantom that I bought over a lot of Phantom skins. Like over Recon Phantom I bought that Champions because I liked it. And I bought Prelude over Champs 2023 Vandal because I loved Prelude. Depends on your taste, Butcher. Want my opinion, I would wait for Champions rather than buying anything else.
Fnatic have access now to this A site.
It's my personal opinion.
Full control.
For myself.
Here. Fnatic should be on the line before the Yoru player.
Doubled up into the back of the site here, but again, oh my goodness, it's the minor of margins. Just spotting another player, but is he expecting from behind? How, I should say Chronicle.
I mean, the movement's amazing there from something.
Doesn't want to overstep himself. Chronicle still.
Butcher bhai, make sure to like and subscribe, dude. I helped you, you helped me.
He's going to be the playmaker here.
We help each other.
Going to be taking a bullet.
Then we grow.
Fnatic putting that crunch on them. They drag it here 3-3.
And finally recover Boaster's operator. 3-3, big round from Fnatic. I've got a question about what the hell went wrong with that PRX fight over towards B long before even this began. I think there was a team flash that came out.
They might have shot a clone, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. But everybody really heavily blinded up there from PRX.
Yeah.
Just as they went to try to trigger the play.
I'll wait. Me too, bro, me too. I will also wait.
Op v Op. It's actually Alpha, yeah, who's going to be running it this time. As they try to take space
I
towards
don't want to spend a lot on this game, but yep. If the Champs Vandal is as crazy as the 2021, the legendary Vandal, I might spend some
He was hoping it would be unexpected, but can't quite hit the flick.
Depends.
And now in a 4v5, once again, by the way, Fnatic.
What Vandal skin do you have right now?
PRX are going to be incentivized to go for some kind of info peak play around the map. And that's where Alpha's op could end up working its magic.
Flash got acknowledgement.
Yeah, you don't need to go for the active info just yet.
You should run.
You can feel it here with a lockdown. Drop down and defeat a Fnatic. You want to clear this one out cleanly. Wall up. Alpha trying to take this space. Pulled out a lot of util in the process, and you have to respect it.
Alpha throwing the operator over to Crashies as well, who can just play post plant with that weapon and his Hunter's Fury.
He's incredibly pushed forwards here, but okay, just spotted out there with the info. Shorty of his own, Hunter's Fury. Hold on, ton of connections. Crash is looking for a little bit more, but just a one tag. Lights up a few of them. Showstopper. He's going to be committed. And Alpha trying to hold his ground down, but like a rocket again, Jing this time. Unable to get that value he's done prior. Weapons taken away with a steel guard, and Divide looking to try and reclaim some of that space. Boaster not removed, kayaks from behind. Full control, containment is ordered, and Fnatic have got it all under lock.
Divide towards the end, caught in a mess of smokes and ults. Couldn't figure out how to navigate a tricky situation. I think they needed Jing to be able to pick up that kill in backhauls. But the duelist taking some wild fights. Alpha deep pushed up as well, just trying to play off the back of Crashy's ultimate. Fnatic, honestly, look like they've got some nice game plans on their attack side.
Three of them. I had 3 of them with my ult.
They're definitely in control.
And like you said, Brent, there was a huge connection with Crashy's ultimate the first time he ripped it. Got 3 players down to 70 health. That definitely helped Alpha. But yeah, let's return back to the game plan from Fnatic then. It's that same slow-paced style on their attack side that they've been playing all tournament, and PRX are getting baited into going for these fights. And that's then allowing Fnatic to go for pretty simple execs and get the plant down. And the one thing that Fnatic's been amazing all tournament long, really, entirety of this team has been post plants. They've been winning 82% of their post plants in this tournament. If you're PRX, you cannot allow them to get that spike down. But that also does mean fighting, and Fnatic are ready and waiting for it.
PRX can feel this map potentially slipping out of their grasp. Has been back and forth, to be sure, but Fnatic are stringing together these rounds nicely at this point.
And this next one could be massively important, because you look at Forsaken, Divide, Something's Operator, they wouldn't have any of those weapons back online.
Money again, Deep Horn. Not gonna break this one. Alpha looking to get posted. It's him versus something. Oh my goodness, that's immediately. The clone gonna be taking that bullet for him.
And Alpha instantly gets on the line. Doesn't see a re-peek though, and Boaster's calling for this regroup.
PC पे आया हूँ.
Jing, danger player, tucked.
अब तो सो कैसे जाऊँ? नींद तो आ रही थी, बट मेरा सर दुख गया ज़्यादा भाई. हेडफोन लगा रखे मैंने. हेडफोन भारी है थोड़े से, इसलिए उसके पीसी पे आ गया. ओह. इसका भी चस्का बुरा. ओह माय गॉड. नियोन खतरनाक है यार साला भाई. कितना ही कुछ कर लो, डैश मार के मार ही देता है. श्योर एस है इसका. क्या लगता है भाई? उसकी एचपी देखो.
4 HP between him and a sick clip. But I don't think Divide's going to be
एस हो जाता उसका.
First done way too much. And Chronicle cleans up the dregs. That round demonstrates not only the incredible awareness they have of PRX, knowing that Jing is going to be playing that position, or at least a serious threat of it. Alpha's attack op gets value, but then the
crazy
to dismantle the play and push forwards into an Astra that's way too far out of position. Alpha continues to get further and further ahead, I think, in the MVP race.
12-6. Shutting it all down for PRX. I'm going to bring this one back here. It's aggression, a staple of this team. Now through mid.
Boaster
up on it.
Boaster, I think, just calling to try to keep some of these anti-ecos pretty simple. You know that teams are going to try to fight over towards mid, so they've got Chronicle watching that. You just have Crashies feeding you info on the other side, and then you try to end B. That's a lot of damage through onto Chronicle, though.
And the bodies, Forsaken. Creeps ever closer, TP into spawn. I think that might have been heard. Forsaken, cross their placement, trying to land those shots. Good awareness from Kayak. Spam straight through the wall, sent flying towards them. Hello, it's a lot of damage on the Chronicle. Could have been a kill. Nana Swarm's committed. Anything to clear these players out up through the top section of B. This is Manic, this is Chaos. PRX trying to take the fight straight to them. They don't care about the battle lines that are drawn out normally.
Man, he could be a difference maker. Why are they not thinking there could be anyone on A?
Full knives out, and they've opened up a bit of a mistake here, as you mentioned. Patman upgrade.
3v3 को 3v2 हो गई कर दिया ने 1:55 है उसके शॉट से.
Boaster has the spike. 25 seconds. Creeping around behind Patman.
Nightfall committed. Crashies push forward as a result of it. No one really ready for this one, but it's brought it into that 2v2. Fnatic trying to get a move on Crashies now. Roles reversed. He's the one putting the pressure in the squeeze onto Patman. He's earned his team a lifeline.
10 seconds left.
Great read as well. Devi, though, somehow manages to time that recon, but Crashies is aware.
Tagged up just by the drone. Fnatic put them into a post plan, and they will thrive.
Yeah, Boaster just got escorted the entire way through. Turned into the VIP, and Crashies, the bouncer, kept everyone off him.
There's a pull for the first time. Going to be used now. Devi, one hell of a clutch is required. And none of the space to do it. Shock darts flying. Crashies just playing his life perfectly. Impeccable work. Impeccable work indeed. Fnatic.
That is a sick round from Crashies. He's asked to do way too much in that situation. Alpha gets caught on the B re-clear, and Crashies has to push forward, dodge a fade ult, get a kill, come back, defend Boaster as he gets the spike plant down. This fight against Patman, Boaster could have tried to run through, but Boaster wanted to make sure he didn't drop the spike.
You know how did you get 2 kills? Because I chilled. I kissed your hand.
Something's brought the op out again. Fnatic have been really good at navigating these kind of positions. Alpha takes a ton of damage early, though.
A bit of spam through the wall. Dart overhead. Clone not broken either.
The utility's been really strong, though, at stopping something for being able to go up for these peaks.
Patman, that's brave. He's doing that solo.
A lot of the defense for PRX is solo, actually.
Yeah. Trust in the raw aim and mechanics to carry them through. And okay, ekrUKh going peeking Jing with the swing.
That's nice support. Now something's going to take a risk and go for a peek into Kayak at B. Fnatic bait out the wall. Devi gets a little bit of info. And this fight... Sorry, I said peek into Kayak. It's Alpha.
Time to jump.
Alpha and something kind of staring at each other through walls. And Boaster's making the call to come back in this direction. They might not know that something's on the line.
Here.
Oh, he spotted him.
Oh, the ping's out. Deep position and target acquired. Alpha gone. Call for a pivot now by Fnatic. That was the backup policy. With Alpha gone, you've got to try and set your sights in a different direction. 30 seconds left. Where are you going, Patman? Taking a peek. That is uncalled for. Looking for some information. Fnatic only just taking that timing now, but with 20 seconds stalled out by the Thorns, you've got to get a move on. Sidestepping through, brought down to the brink. Weakened, damaged as anything in a flash and a repeat. Devi delivers.
हाँ ज़रा भाई smoke सारे hard है ज़रा भाई trust me सारे hard है.
He does look so comfortable dealing with Fnatic when they actually finish on his side. The issue I think for PRX has been that sometimes they put themselves in too difficult positions. But this time, player advantage. And Fnatic are trying to head into a site with time not on their side. Something keeps the operator over towards B. He's been very stubborn with this placement. Fnatic have been mostly working around him pretty well. Last time he caught Alpha, yeah, he's going for it again.
Past it. More players though waiting to cross. Fnatic to clone, taking the bullet. Alpha with the peek, and that's with dismissal. Okay, get out of there.
He's lucky to survive that one.
He really is.
31 HP, one more Vandal bullet.
Smoke सारे difficult है. Astra थोड़ा ज़्यादा है क्योंकि दिखना विखना बंद हो जाता है आसपास का बिल्कुल ही. Clove में, Omen में फिर भी दिख रहा होता है थोड़ा बहुत. बहुत ज़्यादा vulnerable है. Astra का actual yeah, but उसकी abilities बड़ी sexy है ज़्यादा भाई. Compared to other smokes. सिर्फ support के लिए अगर agent चाहिए ना. Controller चाहिए. Astra से अच्छा नहीं है. कोई भी.
Showstopper. It's here for Jing. When the time runs short here, you could be in dire straits. Forsaken. Looks like he wants to go for a peek of his own. Flash through in his face. TP into the back of Halls. Kayak. Anything to deal with him? My God, man! Forsaken! Just takes that timing to rip them
30
to
seconds.
shreds. Patman.
He finishes what Forsaken began. Forsaken constantly the player in these unexpected positions. And again, just making Fnatic earn every moment. Constantly putting questions and challenges towards Fnatic. And often finding gaps
30
that he can
seconds.
exploit. A lovely risk. Exactly at the right time. And PRX bring things up with an opportunity to get it level at the half. Jing's very fast with a haunt up towards B, but Fnatic don't know too much about that. They're on the exact opposite side, facing Devi. And Devi has been excellent anchoring A.
Runs forward, dimensional drift. Extra info gathered, and a peek from Devi. Forcing the ult out into the hands of Alpha. Good tracking. Locks onto it, something. What the hell are you playing at? Alpha is taking over.
What is going on with PRX? I mean, I know they want to play that aggressively. Here's Forsaken again, looking to try to make the play.
Hold on, he's busted up as well. Chronicle. Bullet to the back of the head of Forsaken. Shuts it down.
Planted.
On site now into that post once more. It's the last chance here in this first half.
It is planted as well for Secret.
It's a good setup from Fnatic. PRX trying to get a move on. Jing almost lined up for him. Just the one known, it leaves it to the rookie. He's been the glue for this team, but in a 1v2 already, players playing their lives, just spotting signs of life. Born through. Tap, left guessing, but now spotting. Half on the defuse, might be earned. Patman holds it down, but again, just a peek and crashes. Deliver on to death.
Fnatic getting huge value out of the operator in this half. A really nice anti-strat to deal with PRX, where they go for these aggro peak timings. But I think PRX kind of lost the plot a little bit towards the end there. The ultimate from something bonkers. The swing from Devi, unusual because he was anchoring those spots passively so well. This is Fnatic's permaban map, and they are up 7-5 at the half.
You're so good, bro.
It's unreal scenes from Fnatic. You're seeing smiles across the board for them. For now, though, we're going to send it down to Vansili, standing by with some of our co-streamer friends.
Thank you so much. We're hanging out here in the co-streaming booth where I'm actually joined by legendary French casters Kitty and also Renaud. Kitty, Renaud, welcome to Toronto. I just want to ask you your experience first, starting with you, Kitty. How's Toronto been for you so far?
It's very good. I love the food. And yeah, the matches have been amazing, so I really enjoy it.
And for you, Renaud?
Yeah, it's the first time in Canada for me, and Toronto is a nice city. I'm having a good time.
And the games are actually pretty awesome so far for this grand finals. What's your take so far between these PRX and Fnatic game?
I think PRX can take it. I thought it was hard on Icebox, but they managed to come back, and I was not expecting this, so I think PRX can take it today.
Renaud, what about you?
For the moment, everything is here. The game are tough. Fnatic is fighting back on Pearl. I didn't expect that, so it's just amazing to see that we have a very nice grand final.
Awesome. And now that I have your presence with me, is it okay if I practice my French? I'm going to start asking you a question in French.
Avec plaisir.
So, what do you guys think about the new map Corrode? Comment trouvez-vous la nouvelle map Corrode?
Je m'attendais pas du tout à ce qu'on ait autant de petits angles à check. Les bombes sites sont très surprenants, et donc je m'attends juste à énormément de gunfight sur les points, les choke points. Et donc ouais, moi j'ai juste hâte de la jouer tout simplement.
That's actually pretty cool because now you're saying basically if you don't understand French, all the words were in English there. So choke points are cool, bomb sites are awesome, spike sites, there's going to be a lot of quick gunfights, so I'm looking forward to that one. What about you, Renaud?
Moi, la chose qui m'a surprise, c'est les wallbangs partout. C'est vrai que la map a l'air d'être conçue pour ça, et j'ai hâte de voir comment les équipes vont jouer comme ça avec les Odin, les Guardians, etc.
Alors, merci beaucoup. Désolé, on n'a plus assez de temps, fait qu'on va retourner avec le match. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's get back to the game.
Let's head straight back into it. Vansili just flexing, really. And
I know.
Lorax is on board.
I mean, does the Lorax speak French? Do the trees speak French?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
Maybe they do in different parts of Canada. All right, let's take a look at the Coinbase econ report. I mean, one of the players here that's up towards the top, who had an op in his hand at various
अच्छा
points, was getting killed.
ये जो है खुद वो प्रमोट कर रहे हैं तुम्हारा देखो अगर आप Coinbase क्रिप्टो वाला सीन जो है Coinbase
You
का
heard it as they went into the halftime. Crashies saying you are so good. It must be wonderful for Crashies to be on this side of it rather than the other side of it, as he was in the past playing for Optic and NRG.
I mean,
Coinbase काफी controversial है.
He's used to them.
He is. He's had the second most
यहाँ
grand
पे अगर
finals
करने लगो
appearances out of
इंडिया में
any
प्रमोट
player in
वगैरह
Valorant. Only behind Chronicle, tied with Boaster.
लोग सट्टा टाइप में लेते हैं
It's
इसको भी.
crazy, isn't it? Well, they got so many with the Optic NRG core, and then back here again. Incredible stuff from him.
And we go into really get this ball rolling here. 7 to 5, Boaster, timing taken. Hello, right click's not delivering him what he wanted. PRX are the ones who survive, but Alpha, instant response. He does claim the life divide. Go for a swing and a peek, and that is called for. That is beautiful by Fnatic.
Oh, that's unreal.
It's poetry in motion.
The synergy there on the wide swing, and Alpha readjusting targets.
Holy.
Forsaken's been good, but he's not been able to recover situations like this, surely.
Spike down, hold on, there's damage done to Alpha at least, but behind, Kayak just trying to remove those wing cons, and there's damage done to Forsaken. He's going to be able to have access to the spike.
There is a possibility. He'd have to get funky with a smoke, though, and somehow pick off a cheap kill on Alpha.
Star available. Dead sit, consumed, is going to bloom, blossom, partition up the site. Bit of spam from Fnatic.
Not, I tried. We can't use Coinbase. Not for India. Oh.
Consumed again, just trying to cut up the sight lines onto this one.
तभी.
And Alpha takes it.
तो मैंने देखा है अमेरिका इन चीजों को लेके थोड़ा ज़्यादा ओपन है. अमेरिका थोड़ा जो वेस्टर्न नेशंस है ना जो वो ऐसी चीजों को लेके थोड़े ज़्यादा ओपन. लाइक इंडिया में तो इनको भी एज अ सट्टा वगैरह देखते हैं और प्रमोशंस वगैरह पे जो इन्फ्लुएंसर है प्रमोटर है उसको ब्लेम वगैरह करते हैं. वहाँ मैंने देखा ऑडियंस ब्लेम करती है पर गवर्नमेंट वगैरह की साइड से तो कुछ है नहीं रिएक्शन. यूट्यूबर को उठा के ले जाते हैं ससुरे. चलो भाई ये आपका बुलावा आ गया. जाला भाई 5-8 किधर जा रही है कहानी.
Which is mad to say. It truly is.
Done. Forwards again, forcing the issue. Boaster from behind.
Stun हो के मार दिया.
Quick work there with a
Stinger है.
Yeah. Born forwards will not help you much at all. Fight is immediately gone, and this is just complete control, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fnatic gliding, sliding forward, trying to set up Chronicle for the goods, and Boaster right there to claim it.
9-5.
Really aggro. Following in behind Alpha's timings. Boaster there, disrespecting the smoke as well. Look at him, running inside of it with a nano, knowing that he's going to catch the timing on the PRX players. And when this is your permaban, like Fnatic, there's no way of PRX knowing what's coming for them. You can afford to do silly things, one-and-done things, because it only has to work once.
Oh, yeah.
You only have to win one time on Pearl. Fnatic don't have to be an amazing Pearl team, they just have to win once. Right here.
That puts all the pressure onto PRX. Not that it's not there already, but 4-round lead for Fnatic.
And I don't think PRX can afford to lose this one. I mean the round and the map.
That's a tuck to the side, that's something. It's a deep TP. Claims the life of Kayak. Moving forwards though, drifting to the side. Boaster looking to see if he can stay alive. Alpha! Deep dash forwards, and now you're seeing signs potentially the things are going a little bit skew with, not quite as practiced.
I mean, having said that though, Brent, they're still in a 2v3 here, Fnatic. There's still a lot of danger. Especially when it's Chronicle, Crashies, both really good in a clutch. PRX should be able to close this out, but they also need to close this out.
Both Fnatic players in the same position, waiting for the dart timing. Thorns, deaded. Dart to back Hall's. Hall's going to be used as a response for it, and there it is.
Good flash timing too from Divide. Completely catches Chronicle. And 3 rifles saved. Bunch of armor as well. That's going to keep PRX in this one. Very aggressive on the peak from something. And Jing ready for that re-clear. Alfie has gone for it quite a few times now on defense. All 3 rounds, we've seen him slide in, trying to play somebody else in around mid. And this time, Jing wise to it.
Comeback आने वाले क्या? Comeback क्या लग रहा है ज़रा भाई? Comeback आएगा इनका?
Alpha with a judge. I do like this play. Seen PRX go for this before. Recall smokes.
यार आप भी PC पे आ गए तो PC पे आप ये चला के देख रहे हो मेरा वाला या इनका स्ट्रीम चला रखा है पीछे आपने मतलब मेरा पीछे रख रखा है और इनका आगे कैसे कर रहे हो
And they're probably going to find this timing just as the gate crash starts.
मेरा स्ट्रीम तो PC पे बहुत गंदा लगेगा क्योंकि
either take it or you renew another one. Spots the body.
Yeah, look, just as he has to throw out another gate crash.
Flash overhead. Layers down his retreat a little bit better. You're gonna see another flash.
यही देख रहा तो PC पे गंदा नहीं लग रहा है आपको वर्टिकल वाला यार मेरे को तो अभी ध्यान में आया कि वैसे कुछ ऐसा सीन हो रहा होगा
in your face of a judge. And my god man is caught out into the open still. ekrUKh looking to see if he can help them out. PRX. They obliterate them though. Util and Chronicle was looking to just contain up through mid. Not for much longer.
समझ गया मैं गंदा लग रहा है आपको ये PC पे क्योंकि छोटा दिखता है ना काफी कितना ही कुछ कर लो
One of the weird things here is that Crashy's
और छोटा दिख रहा होगा मतलब बड़ा दिख रहा है सही दिख रहा है वही पूछ रहा हूँ मैं सही दिख रहा है आपको मतलब सही लग रहा है अजीब नहीं लग रहा ओ क्लो ओ मार दिया भागना पड़ेगा उसको
I don't think Fnatic looked that great when Alpha doesn't have a rifle or an op to play with. I've not really liked the way that he's been trying to play with the judge. Now in this round, something also hit a great teleport towards backside and it just put Alpha in an impossible situation. But both times that they've tried to play with that lighter weaponry, it hasn't worked out. And PRX crawling back into this one. 2 rounds the gap. Every map has been on a knife's edge so far in this game. That's what you expect with 2 great teams. 2 teams that have placed deep at tournaments many times before.
PRX का मैप पिक है ये how crazy हो सकता है डिफेंस में मतलब इसमें अब हो जाए क्योंकि अब काफी जीते हैं ये पहले वो डोमिनेट कर रही थी ना आपका क्या बोलते हैं FNC अभी लास्ट राउंड भी जीते उससे पहले वाला राउंड भी जीते 9-5 से 9-7 हो गया तो might do something good 2 का ही फर्क है किसी भी तरफ जा सकता है 7-12 अगर FNC OT में 18 पे जीता है तो कुछ भी हो सकता है फिलहाल तो
The spike's making its way over towards A, but I think that's just so that Pac-Man can fake like there's a little bit of pressure there, because all of these players are still set up for a B re-hit.
Still danger lurking. On every corner, ekrUKh ready to try and respond. He has that rifle. And towards it, flash in your face though. A lot of pressure in through mid. It's definitely split up a lot of the bodies, but 3 still left to stand from Fnatic. Looking to try and put stop to this approach. Push coming through though. PRX not pushed back. It's a haunt. The double jump in. Jing!
Oh, निकाल लिया PRX ने राउंड भी सेव था बट स्टिल निकाल लिया ओ क्रैशेस 3 शॉट अगेन ने 1 मारने के बाद अच्छा
Really good utility pressure. C's came through into back halls, caught onto Boaster, and then there was a stun afterwards as well. So this, it may have looked like it was a Judge versus a Bucky, but the stun was just wearing off there on Boaster. He couldn't really get into a position and fire off that Bucky shot in time. This is what we saw if you pistol. But now, might be seeing the difference between a team.
Last time time out लिया था तो लेनी देनी हो गई थी.
Depth in the strategy and
in control of this one, even though they are trailing by the one. Fnatic scramble together a bit of a buy here with the money. Operator in the hands of Alpha. Far back position though. This dimensional drift is going to be increasing the pace. PRX will take it towards them. Fnatic just exit straight out of there. Something, you want to go for this one? Surely not! Oh my goodness!
These ults have been criminal.
And a Nightfall on top. Looking to lay claim towards the back of the side. Pac-Man is alone, by the way, and he's going for that peak. Swing anticipated. Hunter's Fury. Back pocket of Crash. The plant is down. He's done damage.
A major opportunity for Fnatic here. Back in. Jing though. Judge. Oh, shut down before he could even see a glimmer of a Fnatic player.
It's a complete denial of space. Fnatic now methodical, surgical, picking apart the players and picking apart the site. Divide. Playing well, but not this well. Cosmic Divide in your face, you have to give it up. Fnatic now. What a response on the backside of that timeout.
It is a big round for Fnatic to be able to get, but I think you can't watch that and not have questions about the way that something plays this. He comes dry out of his ult, no utility used, and just tries to catch Boaster while he's throwing down utility. I mean, that's got Alex. The information that he gathered was good as well. If he'd been able to bail, they probably still have can't be making mistakes like that.
Kayak. The operator flash in your face though. Let's get away from that spot. Even go for the repeat as a flash. Adjustment, tries to snap to it. No bodies there, but no kill claim. Jing now with that showstopper. He's looking to try and open this one up. Pacey indeed. Monster needs to get a hold of this one here, but here it is, different direction, and Jing, no dice. Can't claim it. Kayak from under. Something's been dropped. Divide just trying to take a lot of this space. Both still no more bullets to really make a stand against it, but that stun rattles and it connects. Shorty, both bullets gone. PRX are the ones in control.
दो जन बचे हैं, दोनों सिटी, एक टावर एक सिटी.
Seeing it, waiting for that util to come back online. Kayak trying to play the luck of the draw with a shot like that. Already backing away for the save. Fnatic gonna give this one up, and PRX are now one step closer to trying to draw it level.
I think Boaster needs more assistance anchoring in back holes there, whether it's from his own utility or whether they can get Kayak deeper into that spot with a teleport out.
Finished. My ultimate is ready.
Boaster just looks so overwhelmed in those kind of positions because, again, like I said, it's super difficult to tell what the pathing is going to be like for PRX. They explode onto the site and they can go from left or right side into back.
किसी भी side जा सकता है अभी भी.
Chronicle though with a lockdown, maybe Fnatic will be incentivized to play a bit more of a retake style on B. Kayak took so much damage from that.
अरे 36 का damage पड़ा उसकी ult का सिर्फ. और 36 HP बची सिर्फ ult से.
Enormous amounts of pressure. I do think he needs somebody else to try to alleviate that to some degree. This time, Alpha is going to choose a different op position, taking it instead of Kayak as well. So bait and switch setup over towards B. If PRX want to end there, they're going to have to go through Kayak and still think about Alpha playing the Neon op.
Of course, going to be feeling that heat. What a flash and what a find. He was the player with a lockdown, Alpha. That operator wants to get reposted.
PRX really do cook with these flashes through smokes to set up Jing. They've got so many of them. It's something that he's amazing at.
Crash is desperate for that info, just spots it. Overstays it, but still gets out.
Spots a lot, but is worried about Art.
I was going to hear about it. The rumble here. Thinks he's being squeezed, going to be playing it close. Tug, we've seen his angle get value. Stunts forward. Fnatic have responded. Players are waiting for it, and Crashes could be that playmaker. Time to deliver it. Just the one before the trade is through. 50 seconds left. PRX moving forwards now, seeking to try and at least split up this side. Plant down, committed.
Something relocates. Boaster moves forwards. Smoke, though, kind of cuts his options.
Yeah, that's crossfire setup still. PRX have options in this spot. A bit of spam Forsaken. What a swing. Malva's gone, head clean off Boaster. Let's to see if he can do a lot here. Him and Kayak against the world.
Oh, मिला booster को. Oh, nice.
Picked up. Still that util though. Batman.
भाई वो योरू का इसी के योरू का फ्लैश था बूस्टर के. अरे इसके योरू ने इसी को ही फ्लैश कर दिया VCT में वो भी.
On that extra experience they have on Pearl. Look at that flash. Beautiful
nice
setup.
Flash. योरू का फ्लैश था वो लाइनअप वाला.
Crashies did the best he possibly could from that pressured position. But the rest of Fnatic not with quite the same kind of protocols as they hold angles for each other, looking to retake. The retakes look really clean.
PRX का टीम वर्क काफी इंप्रूव हो गया पहले से ना.
A little more unpracticed. And PRX rely on that, lean on that, and force Fnatic into a timeout. They also force the economy down the drain. It's a tough one. Nobody expected.
फिर से ले लिया Fnatic ने टाइम आउट. नस से निकल आई भाई इनकी गाला भाई. नस देखो उसके सर पे. नस से निकल आई.
The more we go, the deeper we get on this map, the more we're starting to see them.
Too much pressure.
And it's a good job because we were talking about must-win maps. And Fnatic on Icebox. This one, the Des was talking about it. It is a must-win for PRX. They've been in these kind of situations so often when they're in a big final and something goes wrong. They can't quite get it over the line.
हाँ 10-10 है ना. और वही है मैच लीड मिल जाएगी ना जिसको इसमें मैच लीड मिल गई. दूसरी टीम पे बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर बन जाएगा. और Fnatic मैं तो काफी टाइम से फैन हूँ Fnatic का. मैं देखता हूँ Fnatic चोक कर जाती है ज़ाला भाई. चोक मतलब जब बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर में होते हैं ना कमबैक भी करते हैं. यही सबसे ज्यादा घटिया सिचुएशंस में से कमबैक भी यही टीम करती है. बट मतलब जब प्रेशर बनता है तो चोक भी यही टीम करती है. गलती करने लगते हैं फिर. अभी देखते जाओ आप. अगर अभी तो फिर भी उतना प्रेशर नहीं है बट स्टिल उनको पता है कि अगर ये मैच हारे तो प्रेशर बहुत बढ़ जाएगा और वहाँ पे चोक कर देंगे फिर.
This star on site could be pivotal for Boaster to be able to play around it if he can get inside it and dominate it.
They're already in. And Kayak is no more. Deep flank position. Fnatic needs to get some value with this one, but a stun. It's not quite ricocheting, not quite landing. Forsaken under that pressure, but already is.
दोनों को डैमेज दे दिया वो.
Helping him out. Something.
सेव राउंड था इन लोगों का. Fnatic का सेव राउंड था. इस वजह से ज्यादा शेकिंग वाला सीन था. पैसा आ रहा है और तुरंत चला जा रहा है. मारा इसको 1 HP. So close, still so far. Flawless.
Should be huge. And his execution of it's been a little bit wobbly, but you always want that tool to be able to use it if you can. And the variation in terms of how they're pathing he and Jing is putting the squeeze on.
Something ने क्या crazy मारा है.
They need a timeout and they've just used one.
वो ये ज़ाला भाई मैं आपको बोल रहा था ना PRX ने मैच पिक करा. कुछ भी हो सकता है. अभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है.
Forsaken.
Yeah, getting flustered in a moment, I think. Forgot to buy armor.
Yeah, no armor whatsoever.
PRX up to 11 though. It's up to Fnatic to see if they can answer back. Stop the tide. Kayak. Here. Left guessing.
He's thinking about it. He's pinging it out.
वो नहीं दिखा इसको.
So that Alpha can watch it. Try to put a little bit of spam.
एक्सपेक्टेड था। ओ क्रेजी, अल्फा ने बदला ले लिया लास्ट राउंड ऐसे मारते उसको वॉल बैंग करके। मेरा जज स्मोक्स देखो कैसे कर रखे हैं। सैचल एक निकाला सैचल करके, 24 HP बचा है बस। ओ टाइमिंग, मारना नहीं था उधर उसको, केजे को क्रॉनिकल था, मारना नहीं था उसको उधर। 4v2 है, 3v2 है एक्चुअली देखे तो, दो जन तो 1-1 HP है। रेस का भी HP नहीं है और सोवा का भी HP नहीं है। They are in a very bad situation. सेव करना चाह रहा था, वापस जाते लपेट लिया PRX ने।
Jing provides more of that magic that PRX are looking for. His entries early in the tournament were unstoppable, and here's an example why. The movement is so tough to hit. Look at him bunny hopping in through here, halting his momentum in mid-air as well.
ये टाइम हुई ना क्रॉनिकल के साथ, ये खराब थी।
Chronicle was going to be backing up. There's a prime example of how you use the judge on the attack side. And things were tense earlier on for PRX, but now it's all smiles.
Yeah. Who's next? Rounds flipped here, Dimensional Drift spots out Alpha, and he feels the need to try and step up and take that challenge. Ult's expended. Potential silver liner, but PRX can feel it, they can taste it. Chronicle levels it out. And in through the back of the site, Jing already has that space. Batman slinking around on the side here, full plan, committed. PRX have it. In through the back of the site with a flash and a swing and nade to try and delay. But a lockdown used and a Dimensional Drift with it. Fnatic are in as best a position as they've ever been. Crashies is on that cleanup. Everybody trying to exit out of the vicinity. Could even get a little bit more. Patman, damage done. The rifle rings out anyway. Something.
Last round 3v3 और पैसा है इन पे गार्डियन से सिर्फ। यार 2v2 1 HP है इस पे, क्या जैक पे सिर्फ 60 HP है। जीत गई PRX। खुशी, ये जीत गया था फनाटिक, दिख गया था ज़ाला भाई फनाटिक को ना कि मैप तो गया। हाँ, लोटस पे फनाटिक के चांसेस आ गए। लोटस पे मैंने देखा है इन्हें खेलते हुए, समथिंग जेट खेलता है उस पे, जेट खेलता है या रेना खेलता है, वो क्रेजी खेलता है एक्चुअली। ज़ाला भाई मैं स्ट्रीम बंद कर रहा हूँ अब आप जितनी देर देख रहे हो देखो, मेरा कॉलेज है कल, मैं देखता हूँ, कल मिलता हूँ आपसे रात में ही सेम, ठीक है ना। गुड नाइट ज़ाला भाई, गुड नाइट।
I got the juice like a snow cone, ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's
हाँ ये वाला मैप उसका है FNC का। देखो मेरा कॉलेज है कल मिलते हैं। बाय बाय, गुड नाइट।